A very good Saturday morning to you. Want to bring you a weekend weather update. If you got any plans, wanted to inform you of anything that might be going on. It's going to be very cold today. A little bit warmer than yesterday, but not by much. Winds are going to be turning out of the south as an area of high pressure works to our east. That is going to bring us warmer temperatures, though, by the time that we end our weekend. The focus is going to be on early next week, however. The models and guidance continue to suggest the possibility of some strong and severe storms rolling in here next Tuesday. So again, we're really going to try and hone in on that and give you the latest details. Still a few days out, but with that being said, need to take note of that and see how that evolves and plays out over the next 24 to 48 hours with the new model runs. We can recap yesterday, though, the final day of the work week. Our Friday was a very cloudy start, but then once that cloud deck got out of here, a whole lot of sunshine. Brisk winds out of the north between 10 and 20 miles an hour held wind chills to the 20s and lower 30s throughout much of the day. And again, it's going to be warmer today, but unfortunately, it's not going to be much warmer. Looking over the NESCAM up at Western Kentucky University, clear skies, a few high clouds out there across the eastern horizon, but not a bad start whatsoever. It's going to be a whole lot of sunshine today. That's going to be the weather story, and that is all because of an area of high pressure working overhead. Very cold out there, though, 16 degrees and 14 degrees at both of the Mesonet sites in Warren County, 14 in Butler County, 10 at the Mesonet station over in Russellville. So if you're heading out there early this morning, you're going to want to layer up. We've got winds out of the east at roughly 5 to 10 miles an hour, so it's giving a nice little wind chill in the single digits. We can look across the continental U.S. We have this sprawling area of high pressure located over the northeastern tier of the Bluegrass State, and we can take a little bit closer look here. Not going to allow much to be going on here today, as you can tell. Clear skies, lots of sunshine, but as this area of high pressure pushes off to our east, we're going to be looking at that clockwise flow filtering in southerly winds, and that's going to result in those slightly warmer temperatures than what we've experienced over the past few days. However, as we continue to progress throughout the weekend, high pressure working off the east coast, southerly flow takes over. Gusty winds rolling in here throughout our Sunday and Monday will be priming up our atmosphere for the possibility of some strong thunderstorms. Now, this is as we get into our Sunday morning. Area of high pressure located down to our south is going to shift off to the south and east. Meanwhile, as we get into the early hours of our Monday, cyclogenesis takes place over the Great Plains. We have an area of low pressure that's going to rapidly intensify as it swings east and northeast across the across the Ohio Valley and north and east into the Great Lakes. That's going to kick up some dynamics across our vicinity as we get into our Tuesday, so we're definitely going to need to keep a close eye on that. So looking at precipitation, this is Monday morning at 6 a.m. A warm front is going to extend and lift north over our vicinity. As it does so, it's going to be a band of widespread rain showers, maybe a few rumbles of thunder coming along with that, but we're not expecting anything severe out of this round. However, as we work into our Tuesday morning, you can see this area of low pressure over northern Missouri going to swing north and east, and as it does so, it's going to be bringing a very stout cold front west to east across south central Kentucky. So again, the biggest time frame for this is going to be during the day on Tuesday. This model run right here is valid for noon on Tuesday. Then we get into 6 p.m. Tuesday evening, and then we get into midnight Wednesday morning, then 6 a.m. Wednesday morning. So again, the time frame is throughout our Tuesday. Low pressure develops, swings through the Great Lakes, brings a cold front through here. Now, we take a look at CAPE as a parameter of instability that can promote strong storm development. And we can take a look as we get into our Tuesday. You can see this nose of CAPE nosing in here along the Mississippi River. Now, this is valid for noon on Tuesday, and surface-based CAPE readings are around 1,000 to 1,500 joules per kilogram across western Kentucky. Now, that's going to promote that instability that can provide intensification for storms. So we're going to be needing to keep a very close eye on this. And now it looks to weaken as we get into Tuesday evening, but with that being said, we're looking at the possibility of a strong to severe line of thunderstorms working west to east over the area. All the threats aren't completely nailed down just yet, but as of right now, we've got a variety of threats on the table, including strong winds, maybe a few isolated spin-ups out there, some large hail and heavy rain. Again, it's a little bit too early to nail down the specifics, but the latest model guidance is hinting at the possibility of a severe weather event. Here's the latest severe weather outlook from the Storm Prediction Center. As you can see, highlighted in yellow, right in the heart of that swath is Bowling Green and all of south central Kentucky. As of right now, we're 4 days out. They're giving us a 15% probability of seeing severe weather occur within 25 miles of you. So again, details aren't exactly nailed down, but just take note that that could be a possibility come early next week. Here's a look at the rainfall over the next 5 days, valid through next Thursday morning. Again, 1 to 2 inches of the wet stuff, with a vast majority of that falling throughout the days on Monday into our Tuesday. Rolling out our full 7-day forecast courtesy of the White Squirrel Weather Network up at WKU. Today it's going to be sunny with highs in the mid-40s, and then we're going to dip back down to the mid-30s tonight. A bit more cloud cover rolling in here as we finish out the weekend. It's going to be nearly 10 degrees warmer, though, with afternoon highs between the low and mid-50s. Then we're going to climb through the 60s on Monday with rain showers arriving, catapulting to the lower 70s with that opportunity of strong and severe storms on Tuesday. But then another area of high pressure works in here by Wednesday, bringing sunshine back along with much colder temperatures. That's going to wrap up this morning's Whether or Not Weather vlog. Be sure and keep up with the latest forecast details with us right here on the Facebook page, on the website at wxornotbg.com, and as always, you can catch us on Twitter at wxornotbg. You all layer up out there and have a fantastic weekend. Take care.